welcome back, my friends. And today I'm going to be doing a review on the T26E4 Superpershing with some bonus cuts of me spending like 25 million credits. How does that sound? Anyways, Superpershing. It is the American T-Rate premium medium tank. Recently it got buffed in 3.9. Its pen increased from, I believe, 175 to 205, which is a really decent amount. 30 millimeters more penetration is excellent. Now, first off, you can see right away that the Superpershing, in fact, has higher DPM than the normal Pershing by about 6%. It's got the exact same as the FCM, which I'm comparing because these are 90 millimeter armed medium tanks at this tier. And it's beat by 1% by the AMX CDC, which got massive buffs in 3.9 as well. It has 205 penetration. Previously it was 175, so it actually had the worst in class, but now it has really good, actually, compared to the Pershing's 180. The FCM and the CDC both have 212. They are all 90 millimeters, so they all have 225 alpha. And rate of fire is a little different, slightly lower, and we've been over that, so 9.89 rounds on the Superpershing FCM compared to 9.35 on the Pershing and 10.03 on the CDC. Reload is 6.06, 6.42, 6.06, and 5.98. Shell velocity, the Superpershing and the Pershing both have lower shell velocity than the French tanks at 975 meters per second compared to 1,000 meters per second. The other two, which, Aim time, all of the Pershing, Superpershing, and the FCM all have 2.08 second aim time compared to the CDC's lightning fast 1.54. Dispersion, the Superpershing is the worst out of this at 3.344 compared to 0.335, 0.326, and a stellar 0.308. This is base without adding equipment, of course. I only have a rammer on all these tanks. Wow, these all. The Superpershing also has the worst dispersion on the move at 0.2 compared to 1.12, 0.14, 0.16, which means the Pershing actually has better dispersion while moving and stationary. The CDC still isn't as good as firing on the move, but that's specifically, I'm guessing, because it moves at 60 kilometers an hour. Depression, 10 degrees on everything except for the FCM, 20 degrees of elevation on everything except for the FCM. The FCM only has 8 degrees of gun depression, 17 of elevation, which is meh. Speed, the Superpershing is the slowest out of the bunch, 40 kilometers per hour top speed forwards, 18 in reverse, compared to the stellar 57 and 20 on the CDC, the 51 and 20 on the FCM, and the 48 and 20 on the Pershing. Horsepower is the reason why the speed is so low. It's actually got the weakest engine in the bunch, 550 compared to 774 on the Pershing, and 1100 on the FCM, and 1320 on the CDC. Powder weight ratio, because of this, is actually the worst out of the bunch by a large amount. It's almost 8 horsepower per ton worse than the Pershing, and the Pershing is not renowned for its speed. CDC, of course, blows everything out of the water with almost 40 horsepower per ton, which is an increase of 261%. But the reason behind this is the fact that the Superpershing weighs 50.61 tons. I mean, sure, the FCM weighs more at 53.86, but the FCM has double the horsepower. Now, effective horsepower per ton, it's not as bad as it could be, because it actually, on hard terrain, it's actually increases to 13.6 horsepower per ton effectively, and 12.1 on medium and 9.9 on soft. That's because it's got the best ground resistance out of the bunch, so it's actually pretty close to the Pershing's maneuverability. It just doesn't get going as fast. Ground resistances are 0.8, which is amazing, 0.8 on hard, 0.9 on medium, and 1.1 on soft. 1.1 is how the other three tanks, their ground resistance is on hard, and it goes from 1.1 to 1.7. in the case of the Pershing. The CDC actually has really bad ground resistance. No mod traverse, once again, that confuses me the way they say it, because I'm pretty sure that's not the traverse speed of the turret, of the tank. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Credit coefficient. The Superpershing has the best out of the bunch. We have no information about the credit coefficient on the CDC. Why? That thing's been in the game for 4 or 5 months now. 190% credit coefficient. It's one of the best in game. Previously, before 3.9, I would not recommend this tank if you want to make credits, because with that abysmal penetration, you had to fire Pramo more often than not. But now you don't have to fire Pramo nearly as often, and it's actually pretty good. The Pershing itself, 87.1. Excuse me. I'm not expecting much from non-premium. The FCM is only 173%. Cost per shell, I don't know on those tanks, on anything. I don't remember, but yeah. View range, the Pershing has the best in class, well, best in this comparison of 274 meters compared to 264 and all the rest. The Super Pershing has the second to worst health at 1400, 1350 on the CDC, 1500 on the FCM, which on PC is a tier 8 French heavy tank. On here, it's a tier 8 French medium tank that weighs more and has more armor than the tier 8 French heavy tank, which is kind of silly, but okay. Now, weight, it weighs 50.61 tons. It's not the heaviest out of the bunch. The CDC is by far the lightest by a good, on 9 tons. FCM is the heaviest at 53.86, and hull armor wise, this thing has the best frontal hull armor out of the bunch at 178 millimeters thick. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that does take into account the fact that it is just extra armor plates. I don't know if it takes into account the fact that it's spaced armor. Spaced armor really can defeat heat and HE rounds a lot, quite a bit. Pershing has an abysmal 120, 102. But if we want to talk about armor, the CDC has 30, 20, 20 all around. Seriously, that's amazing. The FCM actually has better side armor than Super Pershing. The Super Pershing's side armor can get overmatched because 76 millimeters is not across the entire side. It actually thins out at the rear to something like 40 millimeters thick, I believe. So 122s can overmatch the side armor on the Super Pershing. So you can side scrape in it, but not very. It takes a bit of practice to get side scraping to a proper angle. Compared to the CDC having 80 millimeters on the side, which means that in order to overmatch it, you'd have to have a gun the caliber of 240 millimeters, which does not exist. Partially overmatch, you could do that with 2 guns in the game, the Jaegeru and the Death Star. 80 millimeters of rear armor on the FCM means you cannot really HE it that well compared to the 51 on the American tanks. So there's that. Turret armor, the FCM has 150 millimeters on the front, which is amazing, but the Super Pershing only supposedly has a 102 millimeters on the front of the turret, but it's thicker because of the spaced armor and the mantlet. So it actually has some of the best frontal turret armor. While the FCM can still bounce things, it does have weak spots on the front, just like this thing, which I believe I could show you, possibly. But yeah, we can see here that the Pershing and FCM are far more popular than the Super Pershing and the CDC. The CDC, I don't know why people don't play it that much. It actually really is a strong tank now that it got buffed. Before, it had problems like having 1250 health, which is the same as the tier 6 Dracula, which is a tier 7 CDC ripoff. But yeah. Anyways, that's enough stats. Let's move on. Alright, this is recorded very early in the morning, but my exception finally went through. And this is how you spend 15.5 million credits. Yeah. Just a few tanks. Just a few tanks. Well, I am poor now. Of course, they give you back all the tanks in stock configuration. These are actually tanks I sold because they were stock. Or a lot of them are that I have really bad stats in, like this thing. But yeah, I have more tanks to play now. Yep. Let's see. I bought this thing back. I don't know why. It just caught my fancy. But we're now down to like 10 million credits. Did I buy? What? You know what? I don't want you. Goodbye. Okay, so we're at 10 million credits. What shall we spend it all on? We got back 3 tier 10 medium tanks, which is alright, I guess. And yeah, what shall we spend it on? 10 million credits. Which tank should I buy? I think I know. Doesn't it look beautiful? Beautiful. Now I think that's the only tank I'm going to buy because I've got to equip tanks still. So yeah, that's it for this portion. I just wanted to record it. Hope it comes out right. So, I've tried to start this 5 times now. Why do my screen recorders never just stay in a working condition? My screen recorder currently keeps stopping my recordings and restarting itself and not telling me until I finish the recording, which is exhausting because that means I have to speak a lot unnecessarily, and it's frustrating. And I've had enough frustration today, so your video today is not gonna happen. I'm raid quitting. Yep. So, if you did not enjoy this video, because you shouldn't, and I had those little bits of my credits because I was asked to, yeah, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, comment down below, because I'm just fed up with this. I've it shouldn't take me an hour to just finish recording the first clip. Not to mention the fact that I do 3 to 4 battles per video, and I don't have time for it. I don't have patience, which is weird. Enough rambling. Alright, see y'all. Have fun, stay safe, and be calmer than I am. Bye. Time for some battles, but I hope you enjoyed the clips that I should have added if I edited this right. I wouldn't normally do that and like throw random clips in, but I was asked to by a friend. So yeah, that's how to spend almost 21 million credits in about 20 minutes. Well, the exception took about 4 hours to process. But other than that, yeah, it was just crazy. Um, I I meant to do a video for yesterday, which would be 2 days ago for you now, but that night when I recorded the exception, I tried to actually record videos. No, the exception was the day before. So yeah, I tried to record a video. I had a very limited space of time. I got about an hour and 20 minutes to record, and I spent about an hour of that raging because my screen recorder refused. I don't know what was going on, but it was not saving properly. Either that or it was not saving my audio properly, so there's a massive desynchronization error, or it just refused to save, or it crashed and restarted itself, which automatically deletes the recording. So yeah, I don't know. Enough raging, ranting, whatever. I recently got this 3 weeks ago. I played about 120, 140 battles in it. It's made me a lot of credits. It made me way too many credits. which is why I spent so many credits. But right now, I recently just bought a tier 10, in fact, last night. So I'm trying to get another tier 10 before this weekend ends, because this weekend all tier 8, 9, and 10 tanks are 15% off, and they all... And it's times 5 weekend is what I'm trying to say. Also, apparently, because the reason it's times 5 weekend is because it's the 3rd anniversary of Blitz being out officially. So from June 23rd to 27th, we have the times 5 multiplier and discounts on tier 8 to 9 tier 8 to 10 vehicles, and consumables, provisions, and camouflages are half the price for resupplying them. So yeah, there's that. Also, gifts between June 26th and play a battle between June 26th and July 3rd and get yourself an M3 Stuart, which is the M3 light tank, which is a premium version of the M3 Stuart. T7 combat car. 1 day of premium account, 300 gold, 50,000 spare parts, and more than 100 boosters. I'm just reading this off a page. So yeah. For me, I'm gonna get myself 1 free garage slot, 1 free tier 3 premium tank, which I don't believe I would ever have gotten otherwise. I don't know when it was given away the first time, but yeah. Also I'll get myself 300 gold, which is like 7,500 free XP, or another garage slot since I seem to be running low on those. I'm going to back off because that defender right there, while heat doesn't do well against the spaced armor on the front of the tank, against the lower plate it actually does pen. And plus, it's a defender, and I don't know how I penned that shot. Must be a high penetration roll, which, for those of you who don't know, penetration and damage both have their RNG, so you roll for 25% up and down on both damage and penetration numbers. So 205 millimeters of penetration. I roll for up to 255 millimeters of AP pen. And yes, that's an ISU stock using the SU-152 derp gun. My team just failed miserably because half of them are on the other side of the map, which is really stupid and pathetic. This is a Panther 8.8 and a Panther 2, which is a tank that I did not enjoy playing the first time around, and I've never played it since. It was just not fun for me. Yes, that's gotta hurt. How about next time I do damage? Nope. And then he just went right through my turret ring or something like that. I don't know what on earth our heavy tanks were doing on the other side of the map. They should not have been on the other side of the map. They should have came with us, but that's what happens when you get idiots. And that's why is it whenever I try to record a video, I get teams like this. Come on now. I have to record the video and do some things. Okay, so for that loss, I dealt 1,700 damage and I gained 50,000 credits. I came top on the team, no surprise there. If I had not been running provisions, which I do run on this tank, it's the only tier 8 premium tank I do run provisions on. Because I'm old school like that. I don't know. I would have made about, let's see, I would have made about 6,000 more. But not bad, not bad. Let's move on. Ow, I almost forgot to hit record, but when I did, I was already in the queue, and then instantly I was out of the queue. Oh, Forest_N, I know him. He used to be in DDR, now he's in DD. Oh, he got promoted, I guess, or moved up, or whatever they say it. And he's stock. Yes. Okay, so enough chit chat. There is the PTA, who is DMG, another person I recognize. Just die. Yes, PTA. As soon as we can kill that PTA, we should be good because that PTA is a decent player, more than decent player, I believe. I'm not sure about the exact stats. Leo on on suicide mission, probably. Our M46 is going to die. So, let's see. She probably better than you'll be. Probably. Okay. I just took a HE hit. Can't help tunnel. Well, in reality, you win on the flank by yourself. And yeah. Flanking by yourself means you get tunneled. No. It means you did something that was not, your team didn't listen to you or something. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I never know what I'm trying to say. So far, 0 damage done, and I've taken 300. And I bounced that, which is nice. 2 shots. That's a waffle, so I'm gonna just let the T30 just be my heavy. He can one-shot the waffle. No, not the waffle, the T34. That's what it is. I just 2SH killed himself. How did he accomplish that? That is, he must have jumped off the ship. Because he didn't drown. And I missed somehow. And T30 is dead. PTA is dead. One of their waffles is dead. IS6, you do that. You do that, mate. That shot didn't even hit him. How? How? Ugh. So far this game could have been better. I just missed a bunch of shots. That is a T54E1 who's stock using the same gun as the T69, which is the American Tier 8 auto-loading medium tank. I did play that tank. I believe there's videos on it in my channel from like 6-8 months ago. Yeah, it's not a horrible tank. It does suffer from penetration issues, like this thing used to. But now it does. This thing doesn't. So we did less damage than the last battle. That was our ×5, so we got 6,000 basics, 6,000 XP, not base XP. If we got 6,000 base XP, we must have gotten like, wow, crazy. 1581 damage, 54,533 profit. Not an especially stellar game. I actually finished second on the team because I was dealing damage to tier 9s for most of that match. Yeah, so let's move on. I did carry him. So far, 2 battles, we made 105,000 credits. Not exactly stellar, but we've lost one of those battles too. If we hadn't lost, we probably made about another 20,000 that battle. But we did lose by quite a bit, 7-1. Yep. Okay. We are once again bottom tier. Once again, we have nobody I recognize. They have DDR and thank you. Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. See, teammates doing that annoys me because that just means that I've got to get back up to speed, and this thing does not get back up to speed very quickly. Well, speed, 40 kilometers an hour, OP. But yeah, that kind of annoyed me, but it's not the end of the world. However, getting spotted here could end me because there are 2 nasty tier 9 tank destroyers on the enemy team. The AMX CDC, are you... No, you're supposed to... Let me kill you. Okay, that shot, I... That was some stellar aiming. Wow. Don't even, yeah, just took the snapshot hoping it would hit. This thing does not, remember, this thing's accuracy sucks. It really does. Anybody who says otherwise needs to look at the stats. But yeah, it's really kind of bad at range. But at range, its armor is the most effective because the weak spots get smaller at range and harder to hit. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Thank you. What stopped T-Mobile? Who needs T-Mobile? That's a joke. I do need T-Mobile. Yeah, this is my phone. Yeah, that shot went so far away from the point of aim. It's almost as if I'm using the BL10, which did hit me for 660. So I guess he got more than average. And now I'm lagging a bit randomly. Ooh. There we go. Nice 240 roll. Side of his tank. Aim for the tracks. Missed. Okay, so now we're tied up again, 3-3. They've lost a tier 9, we've lost a tier 9. I need to get down off this hill before my silhouette gets wrecked. One of their other tier 9s should die to RE75's hand very shortly. And yeah, so far we've done, what, 3 shots of damage? Or 2? I'd like to say 3. Yep. Snapshots with this tank. Horrible, horrible. Highly don't recommend. Highly don't recommend. Highly recommend not taking snapshots. Like that IS-6. Yes, my other device just went off. I got a notification or something, I don't know. It made a noise. VK, I'm trying to help you, but I can't seem to hit a shot. Oh, there we go. 245. We bounced that heat round. The other side of the turret is the weak spot on this tank. So if you're looking at it, the left side of the turret. If you're playing it, the right side of the turret. And this hill happens to be on my right. Tracked. RE75 is still fairly healthy. I'm not going to be. Oh, took an HE hit. I'm lagging so badly right now. Yeah, 704 missed. Yeah, the 704's armor profile, it can be quite troll at times, and at other times you just go through it like it's butter. I don't know, it's... Yep. Okay, so VK, don't tell me what to do. I'm trying to put a shot. Yeah, I think the E75 low rolled. One. And E75 got the kill. Come on now. And good. Props to E75, got 5 kills. Good job, boys. GG. I feel like the commas aren't necessary. I'm getting distracted by grammar. So, props to C75 guy, first class, 3,300 damage and 5 kills. Yeah, I got just shy of 2,000 at 1 kill. But yeah, not a horrible game. And yeah, I think that's about it for this video. I'm hopefully showed some of the better things about this tank. I did ace it rather easily, like 3,300 damage and 5 kills, Really low ace bar in this tank, because it's not exactly as easy to play as a Soviet Tier 8 premium tank, of which there are many. I mean, while it does make credits, only recently was it actually worth not having to spam Premel and actually making those credits. But yeah, I would recommend getting this tank now if you are looking for a Tier 8 premium medium. It's ranks with one of the slower mediums, like the Type 59 and T54 Mod 1. In my opinion, it's just taller than those, and it has bigger frontal weak spots than those. Especially the Mod 1. The Mod 1, you can shoot the top of the turret, you can shoot the lower glacis, and you could shoot down on the hull if you're face hooking it in your tall tank like this is, but you aren't guaranteed pens. So yeah, enough about that. Anyways, with all that being said and done, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button down below, comment anything you want, you know, any tank you want me to play for you. And subscribe if you're new. And I'll have to say, see y'all, have fun, stay safe, bye, and I hope you enjoyed me having 25 million credits, because now I don't.